Okay, now we look at the matrix multiplication. Okay, so let's say we have a first matrix. Okay, this one A and B. So this is 1 by 2 matrix. We have one row and we have two columns. And let's say our B, okay, so this is a 2 row and one column. So when we have a matrix multiplications, okay, we must look at the type of matrix. Let's say this is 1 by 2 matrix and this is 2 by 1 matrix. So when you want to find the matrix multiplication, that means A, matrix A times with the matrix B. So you must check this one. Okay, so it's same. 2 is equal to 2. That means the answer for A times B is 1 times 1 matrix. So that means we have one row and also one column. So we have only one value here. So how to get that value? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. We have A, B. Okay, we have only one value. Okay, we must have only one value. Time with C, D. Okay, so it's equal to A time with C plus B time with the D. So we have only one value, 1 by 1 matrix. Okay, now we look at the example. Let's say we have the matrix A is equal to 2 and negative 3. So this is 1 by 2 matrix. We have one row and we have two columns. So we have our B is 6 and 5. Okay, this is we have one row, two rows. So it's a 2 row times with one column. So now to get the A times B, okay, we must check. Okay, this one is equal to this one. That means this matrix can be multiplied. Okay, so we get the answer of 1 times 1. That means one row, one column. That means we can only have one value. 1 times 1, only one value. So how to get the value? Is a 2 times 2 negative 3. Times with 6 and 5. So it's equal to 2 times with the 6 plus with negative 3 times with the 5. So we have 12 minus negative 15 is equal to negative 3. So your A times B is equal to negative 3. It's a one row and one column matrix. So now we look at the second example. Okay, let's see. We have our A is equal to 2, negative 4, 3 and 2. And we have our B is equal to 3, 3, negative 2 and 5. Okay, now this is 1 row and we have 4 column, 1 column, 2 column, 3 column and 4 column. So we have 4 columns. So it's 1 times 1 by 4 column. And this one we have 1 row, 2 row, 3rd row and 4th row. So we have 4 row. Then how many column? We have only 1 column. So this is 1 by 4 matrix times with 4 times 1 matrix. So we see that this one is equal. 4 is equal to 4. That means you get the answer 1 times 1 matrix. So 1 times B is equal to, okay, we must have only one value, okay, so it's 2, negative 4, 3 and 2 times with 3, 3, negative 2 and 5. So 2 times with the 3, what do you get? 2 times with the 3, then plus with negative 4 times with the 3, plus with 3 times with negative 2, plus with 2 times with 5. Okay, then you will get 6 plus negative 12 plus negative 6 plus with 10. Okay, now, so we will get is equal to negative 2. So we get only one value, 1 by 1 matrix. Okay, now, let's look if we have this example. Okay, we have our A is equal to 2, negative 1, 3, negative 2, and we have our B is equal to 2, 4, 6, and 1. So, the question asks you to find the multiplication of matrix A times with the matrix B. So that means you have 2, negative 1, 3, negative 2 times with the B, 2 times with the 4, 6 and 1. Okay, now, so we have the first matrix. A is a 1 row, second row we have 2 row, and we have 1 column and second column, 2 by 2 matrix. For the second matrix, matrix B, we have also 2 by 2 matrix. So we have the same 2 and 2. So the answer must be have 2 by 2 matrix. So your A times B must 2 row and 2 column. It must be 2 by 2 column. That means you must have 4 value. Okay, now, so how to get the answer? Okay, so for this one, we have the first one is the 2, negative 1. Okay, times with the 2 and 6. Then we have again 2, negative 1 times with the 4 and 1. Then we have 3, negative 2 times with the 2, 6. And we have 3, negative 2 times with the 4 and 1. Okay, now, so we're supposed to have 4 value. Okay, it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, for the first one, 2 times with the 2, we have 4. Negative 1 times with the 6, we have negative 6. Now for this one, 2 times with the 4, then we get 8. Negative 1 times the 1, we get negative 1. So for this one, 3 times 2, we get 6. Times with negative 2 times with the 6, we get negative 12. Then we have 3 times 4 is 12. Then we have negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. So our final answer, 4 minus 6 is negative 2. 8 minus 1 is 7. 6 minus 12, negative 6. 12 minus 2 is 10. So this is the final answer, is a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, now we look at the second example, the next example on 2 by 2 matrix again. Okay, let's say we have our A is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have our B is 1, negative 1, negative 2, and 1. So A times with the B. So what do you get? Okay, this is 2 by 2 matrix. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. So again, we have the same 2 times 2. Okay, so your final answer is 2 by 2. Okay, when A times with B, you must get 2 by 2 matrix. That means we have 2 row and we must have 2 columns. So that means we must have the 4 value. Okay, now, so how to get? Okay, A times B is equal to this one times with this one. Okay, times with this column. Sorry, wait. Okay, 1, 2, okay, this one. Okay, this one time for this one, so you get the value here. Okay, then this one time with this one. Okay, again 1/2 times with this one, then you get the value is here. Then we do the same, okay, for this one. Okay, time with this one, then we get the value is here. Okay, and this one again 3, 4 times with the 1, negative 1, 1, then you get the value is here. Okay, now let's do. So 1 times with 1, you get 1. 2 times with negative 2, you get negative 4. So now 1 times with negative 1, you get negative 1. 2 times with 1, you get positive 2. For this one, 3 times 1, you get 3. 4 times negative 2, you get negative 8. 3 times negative 1, you get negative 3. 4 times 1, you get 4. Okay, so 1 minus 4, you get negative 3. Negative 1 plus 2, you get 1. 3 minus 8, negative 5, then you get 1. So you get the final answer is this one.